Alright, part 4. Collapse. We're getting on slowly, but surely, and we'll make it to the end, I hope. Alright, straight away, global view, whiz over here, grab some lava. We're gonna make a fine path from the thing, and as you can see the land's sort of dropping there, so we've missed the right angle, I guess you could say, along here. Always go this direction. The land sort of collapses from that side first and heading the other way. If you don't go that way, you end up getting yourself stuck because that path sort of has to stay at that level, otherwise you're going to run into some trouble. Well, very shortly. I wouldn't say later on. This map moves very quickly, so... Alright, so now that's done, we can sort of select the village and hope we don't have any problems with our villages, which you can normally see from the sort of red lines on their path, as they're apparently deciding to walk along the bottom. I don't know why, and it looks like there's a villager down there as well, but who knows. Yeah, it's important to use global view at the start in this one. Otherwise you just can't move fast enough, and don't grab like as much lava as you possibly can. I found that just a little bit, just enough to get you where you need to go, and you know, you can muck around afterwards, but just at the start, yeah, just enough will cover what you need to do. And having pathing issues here. Here's the problem: if you dump the lava too close and too much, you set them all on fire and kill them, and it looks like some fell off or something as well, but most of them are still moving on, and who knows. Yeah, so if you grab too much at the start, you waste too much time grabbing lava, and then, you know, by the time you're ready to put it down, all the land's sunk. So, and you can go along and sort of clear up any parts that you think they might get stuck on. And yes, this one would be over a lot quicker if those other villagers hadn't committed suicide, assuming they are stuck down there. And so I'm not sure, it sort of looks like he's under the lava or under the rock wall or whatever. Bit strange, but fair enough. We'll just murder him, dump some lava there. Giant lava balls. Come on, villagers, hurry up. Oh, we'll just keep building random shit while we're here. A good thing to do when you're playing the campaign and you're running into volcanoes is to build up lava walls around them, because you can sort of redirect the lava to flow one direction. They tend to, when they explode and carry on, turn the lava into dirt and drop them down lower than what they were before, so you may have to keep checking back every now and then, especially, I can't remember what level it's on, but yeah, if you want to try and get 100% vegetation, yeah, it's important to sort of control the volcanoes and keep an eye on them, otherwise they get out of hand and cause all kinds of trouble. Is he nearly there? Where is he? Getting pretty close. Yeah, might have to do some Team Fortress 2 videos soon, hopefully. I'll have to wait and see. My program that I use to record on my Mac. Yes, I know, don't hate me for it. I'm a Mac man, but at the same time I've used PCs and Macs all my life, so I don't get into the whole Mac PC arguments. It's just not worth it, mainly because if you take a side, you miss out on the best of both worlds. So, but yes, the program that I use to record on my Mac is crap, I guess. No, it's been working really well, and just lately it's decided to kill itself. So I've got to try and work out what's going on. There's a dude beating his drum and carrying on. Alright, next one, epic tsunamis. Wait for it to load. Alright, amplify infinite earth. So straight away we're going to get that and dump it on this village. And we're going to scoot over, dump it on this village. I'm just going to go back and forth this entire sort of thing, dumping dirt on the villages. It's a good idea to try and keep them at about the same height. Also, don't be afraid to use the dirt around you to sort of make them bigger. Then I think you've got two or three, I think it's 2 sets of lava. Yeah, don't, even if they're complaining about the fact that they're going to drown, it's probably because the water's just too close and not the fact that the water can actually get to them, and they just like to complain because they're a bunch of whingers. Yeah, so you'll have 2 or 3, I think it's 2 tsunamis come in, and you'll have then the countdown clock, and you basically have to keep both villages alive till the countdown clock ends, and it's really not that hard. If you survive the first 2 tsunamis, then you're set, because the water doesn't get any higher. But you can keep dumping earth on it if you want, just to make sure. Move around a bit. Carve some figure 8s. Yeah, so like, I don't know, an island like this, where it starts off just as an island or a small island, and volcano it turns up a bit later, or something like that. So it continually transforms. Like, I think the last level, you can build your own island, but it tends to break after a while, and it gets to the point where no water comes in, and it just becomes like a barren desert unless you call a tsunami in, and then it floods the place, and then as soon as the tsunami's over, it sort of all goes back to deserty again, which I don't know if that's supposed to happen or if there's a way to fix that, but you know, kind of is a bit of a disappointment when you make a sweet looking island and the next minute it's sitting in the middle of the desert. But you know, shit happens. Alright, so that's the last tsunami, I think. Yep. And now we just have to wait for the countdown timer to expire. You can do whatever you like. Carve out some rocks. Try and really do whatever. It doesn't matter. Listen to the villagers complain a bit more, because they're a bunch of whiners. Yeah. I might actually do a playthrough of trying to do the get through the campaign without losing 5 villages or something. I'll have to check, but apparently it's pretty hard. But you know, if you take your time and do things right and look after the villages, it should be fun. Otherwise, there'll be lots of rage. Alright, 14, 13, 12. Nearly done. Yep. Block off the river just for the sake of it. 2, 1. Awesome. Next one. Ditch. Apparently this one's taken me a while. An hour, I think. Jeez, that's a long time. Just have a drink of tea. Alright, let's start. Protect the village. Ah, yes, okay. First thing to do, pick up some explosive plants, and we're gonna make a ditch. Now, if you sort of keep them in line with the water plants, that's sort of your best bet. And what you can do is, we'll grab these ones way out here, and make like a fuse out of the other ones that are like left over. And I think my ditch is gonna have a bit of a curve to it, I think, by the looks. That's alright. Just organise that, yes. Don't think there's any more. I try and realign these. If you do it wrong, see they don't set off in time and then the fire turns up before you get a chance to flood it, and it's, yeah, an ugly sight. Lots of screaming. Right, let's see. Burn, burn, burn. Oh, that didn't set off the fuse the way I'd hoped, but well, there it goes. And there goes the water plants, and well, that side kind of went off, but right, flooding away there. And all over. Awesome. Next one, countdown. Alright. Now this one we got Infinite Earth and Amplify again. Alright, you can try and do that, but as you can see the other side's flooding as well, so what you're going to have to do is do the same thing as before with epic tsunamis and just try and keep the two villages out of the water. Yeah, some of them aren't very, well, original. They kind of keep using the same ideas over and over, but that's right, because later on you'll be overthinking some of the other challenges. And it turns out the easiest solution normally works, unless it ends in catastrophe. And challenge should end when the time is down, and then I think we'll move on to part 5. Yep.